Okay, so Akio, you have just completed your conversation with Cream, the goblin leader.
I guess
And-
I'm going back to the. Sorry.
And you are walking back. Yes, exactly. You are walking back to the sky skiff, the ill-gotten sky skiff. Whereupon you see, watching you, apprehensively, your 6 dudes, except not because anymore because of Inari and Reiko. But yes, your Akio's angels, your Outer Heaven, your
Overwatch.
your your mercenary band, your guys, the troubleshooters, the people that are sent out to do things on the crown on Sada's behalf when she's too busy doing other things on her behalf.
A wet work squad.
It can be.
Any. Well, yeah. I mean, literally,
Although
we're.
you now recently you have been joined by a cleric of Batanket, who is decidedly not murderous.
Wet
Generally,
work is in, working and then working up a sweat. That's what I meant. See, we're well within religious guidelines here. Come on.
of course. So, Akio, you reapproach your the sky skiff. Your 6 goons look at you apprehensively. What do you say to them?
All right. We got a mission. Goblins can't leave because there's a goblin pit, and they feel it's their obligated duty to not have a pit churn out goblins.
What?
But they can't. Yeah, so I found out some new things. I never really knew where goblins came from. I kind of thought, they just kind of made, more goblins. That's apparently not how that works, like at all. Which is absolutely fascinating to me. Turns out there's a pit, and there's like a stone surrounded by. Oh, okay, yeah. It turns out there's a pit, and in that pit is a stone surrounded by what's the word I'm looking for here? Corrosive acid, and it. What? Is that wrong?
No, that's right.
No,
Okay.
it just
More or
sounds
less.
awful.
Yeah, and the way that it works is that it would take in the materials around it, mainly, well, humans, and the goblins would chuck it into the pit, and it churned out more goblins. And obviously we're the Goblin Village. Is there a name for the village? I don't want to refer to it as the Goblin Village. I feel like I would have asked.
They haven't told you it, if there is
Okay.
one.
And as I said, they feel obligated to stop the pit from churning out goblins, and they cannot, well, leave. So I thought, why not just get rid of that pit? They did say it wouldn't be easy. We can't flood it. And no, the arrows, we can't even really fling arrows at it because of the corrosive slime around it. But I feel like once we get to the point where we look at the problem, we can gauge a solution, and then we could get rid of the pit and move the goblins to a much safer area, and also have them, do whatever we need them to do afterwards.
Edric raised his hand. What will that do to the goblins, though?
What do you mean?
Kill them. I mean, if that's how they're made, wouldn't that sort of be like dooming them to eventually just die out? Are we like doing like a goblin? I don't know. Like, aren't we effectively like sterilizing them if we take this thing out?
Okay.
Isn't this
Right,
like goblin like eugenics?
Can the ones that are already alive, they don't like reproduce?
I mean, I don't really
traditionally
know how to feel about this with it being goblins, but also it doesn't feel great.
I
They
sit
did
down.
ask us to do it, they both say simultaneously.
I sit down on the chair. Yep, the twins are right. Uh, they kind of don't like. They kind Cream kind of gave me the impression that they're not exactly a fan of the fact that like it's just generating out uh, a bunch of murderous goblins that throw people into the pit and give a bad name for the goblins. Also, this is just the one pit. Obviously, we don't. Well, and then Akio just kind of like stares at the sky, like, "Huh? Wow.
Well, yeah, I
Wait a
mean, there's
second.
probably more goblin pits. But I mean, this is the pit that made
That-
these goblins.
That kind of just didn't occur to me, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And under specific circumstances, that led to the goblins being good. I kind of thought you were intending on like maybe there's like some magic spell or whatever associated with like if we take out the pit, all the goblins will melt or something.
Nah, I'm just worried we're like effectively making them sterile in a weird way. I don't know how it works though. Can the goblins just do it? I mean, I'm not.
I don't know.
I'm not a goblin expert, man.
I didn't ask.
Is
Edric?
Edric a goblin expert, Cells?
No.
Worth a shot.
If you want to go to the village and ask them, hey, can you fuck? That's on you, Edric. But it's either that or we leave them alone, and then when the invasion happens and we don't know from which side it's gonna happen, they get wiped out first if it's from this side of the island. So it's either we do this, move them safely, and then worry about that because we're technically not sterilizing them. We're just getting rid of the pit that these particular goblins originate from. Or we leave them and they get eradicated for good. And in all honesty, I don't think it can sit well thinking about how any... First off, it doesn't even have to be just, the Shogun's guys. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Anybody could stumble upon them and be like, oh, goblins! And then, just like that, they're gone.
Again,
I mean,
they both say once again simultaneously. They did ask us to do this, so I think we're in the clear.
Yeah.
There.
Jake,
Yes.
when I have played or imagined Reiko and Inari, not
Yeah,
to rain on your parade, but I didn't imagine them as the twins from
The Shining.
The Shining.
Shining. But
Well,
Yeah.
that's
I
that
did
is
imagine
unfortunate.
them, however, as the sort of constantly
Finishing-
finishing other
yeah.
sentences twins.
Okay,
I'm
well
kinda-
then I can't really emote that on my own. So just imagine
You
that's
could just
what's
speak
happening.
normally, yeah,
You
and
could just-
midway through the sentence, just imply that it's Reiko or Inari finishing.
You could do half the sentence, then stop, and then finish the other half.
Every once in a while they say stuff simultaneously because that's fun to me.
Okay.
Well, this. By the way, what's up with the whole? You know what? You guys have fun. I don't know what's going on with twins. Anyhow, yeah.
Okay, let's do this, I guess.
Why did
Akio's
you
like,
take this contract?
Akio's just like weirded out that they're just doing that all of a sudden. It's brand new to him, and he's just like, okay, that's fine. Anyhow. Either way, that's the mission. Obviously, I don't need to repeat myself like last time, but be safe, use common sense. Retreating is obviously always an option. Don't fall into the pit. I don't really want to kill a goblin version of you guys.
I don't think that's
That
how it
would be-
works, man.
Yeah, don't fall into the pit.
I mean, I don't think it makes us into a goblin version of us. I think it just eats us. From what you
Well,
said.
Well, yeah, but it would, it'd be like, oh, it's a skin that reminds me so much of Edric. Like,
I mean, I think
you
it
know
eats
what
the
I-
skin. I think it eats all the meat and the bones, from what it sounds like.
okay, but like, I wouldn't know. Listen, the goblin output thing, it's brand new to me. I didn't know that the goblins were made of people, okay? That's brand new to me.
I think
God.
that's brand new to most of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna need to bring that up to Sada later. Cause maybe go to a therapist. But yeah. Anyhow, let's start this mission. Oh wait. Also, depending on how we approach this, once we find the pit, maybe we can come up with a strategy before we engage. So, anyhow, with that in mind, let's go.
I
Alright.
put so much faith.
Oh.
I feel a lot of faith in this action. We're gonna go great.
Hey, let me get my. Where is it? Okay, I can't find it. Let's start.
All right, you travel back towards the goblin village. Your troop in tow, Cream and his guards, wait at the entrance. And as he sees you approach with your your backup and all your fancy weapons, he goes, "Oh yeah, you guys might actually be able to not get killed down there. Hopefully." Last time I went down there, it tried to murder me. I had to back up real fast. But yeah, it's a fun time. You'll find out. You need to go down there. Follow me.
Hey, can all of us understand Cream right now? Do we all have like?
Oh,
Or is it just
right.
Akia?
Right now, it's still just Akio.
Okay.
Right, I guess I'm relaying what Cream says to us.
Ask him about the sterilization and slow genocide.
Okay. Hey, Cream.
Yeah. What's up?
Edric brought up an ethical question, and I feel like I should probably engage you with that before we do it.
Okay.
So when we get rid of the pit, obviously you can't make more goblins, which means that your village will have a fixed rate, which
What?
is defined
no,
as...
we can. That's. I did not mean to imply that. We can't reproduce naturally. We can without the pit. It's just the pit sort of compels you to use it, and it's definitely a lot faster. You make a lot more with the pit. Just pop, pop, pop. You can pop out a full-grown goblin every day.
Okay.
You try to have the child or the goblin. We have to take it to term, and while a whole goblin is, while she's pregnant, has to deal with that. It's a whole big thing. Much more efficient to just use a pit if you're trying to build a horde of things to murder everything.
Wonderful. Hey, Edric, the goblins can fuck.
Okay, that's good to know that the goblins can indeed fuck. Glad to have that knowledge.
All right, Cream, we're good to go. Thank you for...
Glad to be of assistance. Alright, you all follow me. And Cream starts leading you into
Jesus
the
Christ.
goblin village, whereupon a large number of goblins are looking out at you. And you do see that there is a sexual dichotomy between goblins that you may not have ever noticed before. There are clearly male and female goblins, and perhaps some non-binary goblins as well.
Nice.
But it appears that all of the infrastructure is in place for
Oh my god.
All the
reproduction.
infrastructure for goblins
Well,
to fuck.
I regret looking up female
Cool.
goblin because I got a goblin with 6 nipples, so that's fun.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude.
I can assure you that is not these goblins, but unless that's really what you want to imagine.
I like to imagine
In my
Kolvar.
dreams.
I like to imagine Kolvar just saw that and started going, "Hell yeah," like Rita did.
Throws his hands up in the air in excitement.
All right. Cream leads you deeper into the village,
Oh my
and
god.
eventually coming to the deepest part of the concave pit-like structure of the village. It's sort of built on a tiered sort of like a mining pit or quarry, where there have been tiers dug into the walls of a pit, and on each there are a number of like different sort of dirt and stone and basically whatever building material they could find, houses, leading down until you reach the central nadir of the pit, and in there's a tunnel. It's a substantial one, leading down quite steeply at first, but you can see it level out a bit further down. Yeah, it's a natural cave down there, and yeah, it's that's where the thing burrowed to and turned into its pit.
How big is this thing?
What's he saying?
Oh.
Yo, Akio.
Akio's gone mute.
Wait, sorry. What?
I asked how big the thing is.
Oh, how big is the pit?
The pit,
No,
the pit,
the
huge,
core.
Right. Hey, remind me again. How big was the core in the slime?
It's about this big, and he mimes the size of about a soccer ball.
That big, Edric.
Oh, okay. I presume there's a lot of slime then.
As I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Honestly, my guy.
I'm talking to Akio here.
I don't know how, but again, you're saying something to him, and then it almost made it look like you were responding to me, but you can't because you don't understand me either.
No. Akio just said
kinda
it's that.
confused.
Akio said it's that big. No, I'm not talking. I'm talking to a character
You're
right now.
still
so-
responding to me now.
No, I'm talking out of character now.
I'm busting your chops. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
I was because Akio said it was that big and he pointed at you. So yeah.
All
This
right.
is a mess.
So
This
The
is
pit
why we
lies
need to
before
teach
you.
Goblin. Here it is, everybody. The pit. The big hole. One second.
You're gonna look
La-
at that shape. Go for it. What?
Agujero. Agujero. I don't know how to say this. Damn you, Spanish, for being a hard language. All right. Here we are. Okay, can I get a description, Sus?
Pit. That there's a hole in the ground that is quite steep at first, going down, but you can see where it levels out. It begins to go off deeper, and it appears to become more stone-like than dirt. A sort of rough-hewn cave that begins to become more natural as you go down it. Walking forward, you find that there are no lights goblins can see in the dark, but fortunately for you, Kolvar glows as well. And between him and Edric casting a light spell, as well as Sonata doing the same, you're able to see quite easily until the light begins to become unnecessary.
Oh.
Oh
As
no.
you go deeper into this tunnel, you begin to sense the presence of a sickly green glow. As you go deeper through, you find that the walls are practically suffused with it. To see. Well, yeah, what do you do?
Right. I guess before we, as soon as I see that, I would have probably with me something that I would use to... One second. I need to pull up my character sheet to see what I have on me.
Which, by the way, guys, if you want to know if one of your characters has something in their inventory, just ask me. If it's something that they reasonably have, the answer is probably yes. Do not ask for a shotgun.
I was actually going to ask for a shotgun.
I know you were. That's why I said that.
Right, I guess I was hoping to have like a piece of cloth or something that isn't like, my cape, so that I could use to test to see if the walls are going to be dangerous on touch, since it's getting smaller and smaller. Would anybody have that? A piece of cloth?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a
just
commonplace
like
thing.
a
I got
clean
I
cloth
have my
for a weapon.
handkerchief right here.
Or Edric. Yeah, Edric, being a high towner, would probably
Yeah.
carry a handkerchief with him. Probably several.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure this is not like your mother's handkerchief that you've had your entire
No.
life, and okay, good, because I grab it out of your hand and throw it at the slime.
There is no.
No, that
sign
was my
here.
father's handkerchief that I had for my whole life.
Whoa.
Cool. How could you do this?
Wait, I thought you said that the walls were starting to look like they were covered. Did I mishear that?
They are suffused in light.
Yeah.
Oh,
There is a glow coming from deeper down the tunnel.
They're not glowing. They have light glowing on them
Yeah.
Yes.
from elsewhere. Oh, okay. I see.
Sorry, I misheard.
I was also
Okay.
picturing like glowing, fleshy cave walls or something.
Yeah,
my
I'm still
mistake.
keeping the handkerchief.
All right. Edric, you now have 11 handkerchiefs in your inventory.
Damn. How will I survive
They're
this
embroidered. You got them by the dozen. It's but you haven't been to Viven in some time, so you haven't had the time
That's
to
true.
pick up a new
Yeah.
batch. You'll have to talk to Pascal about potentially ordering them.
loss?
All right. As you travel down, Akio, what are your thoughts as you move forward?
Well, I guess this is why they said that we couldn't drown. The pit, because it's actually underground. I'm not a fan of the fact that it's deeper than I imagined. I'm kind of curious what the lights in the walls are that could be a
I mean,
useful
they're not in the
resource.
wall. It's like light coming from further down. That's like glowing.
Sorry, but I'm wondering what this is going to be the size of. Is it sentient? Will it defend itself? Are we going to run into goblins? And if so, and also I wanted to check behind me to make sure, like, is this one singular tunnel? I'm going to make sure to check to see, like, if it splits at all.
No, it's a single tunnel. As you're going
Okay.
down, you can tell there is enough light now that even that between Kolvar and the two light spells, it's quite brightly, it's quite well lit down here, and also the ambient glow coming from whatever's further down the cave. You can see quite well that between where it is roughly hewn and where it was naturally formed, this cave only goes the one way, and that is towards where the entrance hole that was dug out at the base of the Goblin Village.
Yeah, and mainly I guess I'm taking the lead because obviously
You're our fearless leader. You gotta lead the way. Yeah.
well, yeah, but also in case I need to grab one of you from behind me and throw it at the thing to protect myself.
They
Okay.
throw us?
No, I didn't say that out loud.
So, who's next in the marching order?
Edric.
And then
Edric.
Reiko
No,
and Inari.
Tonu. Tonu will be the next.
Okay.
Edric will be in the middle.
But let's go one at a time. Tonu,
Okay.
what are your thoughts moving forward?
Man, this shit's fucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
I didn't sign up
Tonu,
for weird goblin slime.
Yes, you did.
No, I signed up for mercenary work, not weird goblin slime.
You literally fought. Oh, the mushroom. Okay. This is not as weird as the mushroom area that you went to. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Them goblins creep us out.
That's fair. Wait, that's not fair.
After Tonu, who is next in line?
I guess Kolvar.
Okay. What's Kolvar thinking?
Shit's fucked.
Wow.
I mean, that is a fair thought,
Yeah.
given the situation. Can't say I begrudge you it. But yeah. After Kolvar,
I think Sonata would be like last, like a rear guard. So
Yeah, Reiko and
whoever's in
Inari
between.
would be side or next to each other towards the back.
okay. So that would make Edric next after Kolvar.
Yep.
What's Edric thinking?
Hoping I don't get melted by slime. Getting my meat broken down. Wouldn't be good. Also probably painful. Realizing I don't have much to deal with slime, unfortunately, either. Because I have a stabby rapier. Maybe magic missile works good against slimes. I don't know though.
Reiko and Inari. You're next in line. What are you two thinking?
Thinking mostly that that this all seems kind of bubkiss, but you know what? We're getting paid decent. Also, we are finishing each other's thoughts. Thought you should know that.
I don't think it's canon.
No, they have the thing that Sada and Hajime did, so they can just
Oh
look at each
my
other and have
God,
a
of course they
conversation.
do.
Yes, exactly. It's perfect. They finish each other's thoughts. They are kind of curious as to whether or not it's possible to redeem the goblins. You know, they long known that goblins are nasty little things. Be pretty cool if they were able to be changed into something different.
But then, last but not least, Sonata. What do you and your perfect pompadour think?
Oh, he's got a pompadour. Oh,
Yeah, look at him.
fantastic! I gotta look again. Scrolling. There's a pie. Scroll. Yeah. Oh yeah. He thinks the slime pit, as described, sounds abhorrent and gross, and in a moment of lucidity and introspection, thinks that it sounds like it's holding the goblins back from improving themselves, becoming better than just mindless monsters. So this seems like a good thing to do.
What if the goblins could get ripped?
Also, probably thinking that, yeah. How many muscles can we pack into a tiny package like that? Ugh.
Okay.
I feel like you've seen this with. No, you haven't. Soda has seen this with Batfire.
These are the goblins. These are the goblins. These are the thoughts that pass through your mind as you finally enter the final chamber of this cave. Opening up before you is a large, complex chamber, and you can hear deep within it the glooping and popping of something large and wet. You should be able to see
Yes.
the map.
You can see everything right now. Has a green filter over it.
So is this the goop?
Appears to be the goop over there.
A lot of goop.
There's a lot of goop.
Huh. That's Oh wait, I guess I can't see the goop yet
Hang on 1 second.
because there's. Wait, I guess I.
You can
I
see the goop because, or at least you can tell where it is because it is what is casting the green glow. This room is quite brightly lit, like daylight, due to the amount of light that is coming out
Apologies.
of the pit.
What is this?
That's a stalagmite.
Yep.
Okay, it looked
It's,
really
it's a
weird.
natural
with the-
formation in caves.
Yeah, it's how I tell the time of day and more like. Son of a bitch. by the stalagmite shadows. That's how I tell cave o'clock. Okay, cool. Cream's with us, right? If I'm
Nope.
Cream did not go down with you.
interesting. I'm starting to understand why Cream said this might be a little bit hard. All right, team. We're gonna tread carefully. Don't go near the shore just yet. I'm assuming we're not in battle formation yet. Initiative. Do we need to roll initiative?
You are not an initiative yet.
All right. I pull out my sword, and I guess just for the sake of it, I stab the ground just to see if it's like, kind of. I feel like it would have softened,
Ew.
if that makes sense, because there's like a. Well, it's just
Is it
Like-
squishy?
if it's sandy.
The
I don't know how to
ground
make this.
here is stone.
All right.
You break your sword.
Edric and
As you poke at it, you find that the stone fairly easy chips away.
Right, I
metal's
kind of
touch.
figured. Yeah. All right. Take into
also
account that.
following like in suit like a Elder Scrolls NPCs, Edric and Tono will also pull out their weapons, because Accio does.
Ah, yes, everyone
Yeah.
pulls out their weapons.
Yes.
Anyways,
Yeah.
is this what?
Because in Elder Scrolls, your followers, whenever you pull out your weapon, they always pull out theirs.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Copycats. All
We will have our bows at the ready.
right. Well, anyhow, what was I saying? Tread carefully, guys. I genuinely don't know if there's what's the word I'm looking for here? Like there's a what do you call it when it's under the surface? Like there's a
Subterranean?
subterranean. Yeah. There might I see the size of it and it's like this might be a lot bigger and it's running underneath. Like there's channels, underground channels under where we're at.
Like roots?
Yeah. So
Or-
careful where you're stepping in.
Oh.
Feel your step
Okay.
before you take it. All right. With that,
Okay.
I'm gonna step. What? Mouse? Where are you, mouse? What monitor are you on, mouse? Mouse?
Your mouse is gone. They left you.
I actually don't know where my mouse is. There it is. God damn, what a fucking journey that was. Alright, with that, I'm going to take a step forward and wait for my team to be behind me.
Nobody else
And
is
I'm gonna
moving.
stop.
Jeez.
And I'm gonna get to this stalagmite and wait for you guys to catch up.
The question is, how do you want to approach this situation? As of yet, the ooze, the goo, the pit itself doesn't appear to either be aware of your presence, or perhaps it is incapable of being aware of your presence. It seems totally inert. As you can see it now, it just appears to be a glowing pool of greenish, viscous liquid.
We gotta find the core.
Yeah.
Edric's gonna try to see if he can spot anything from here. His perception roll. Not my best roll.
Edric, looking across from what you can see, your viewpoint is limited, you can just see that the pool itself is vast. There must be thousands upon thousands of gallons of whatever this goo is in this pit. You can't. The liquid itself, though, is basically opaque. You can't see through it, which means locating the core, the sphere, the rock, as Akio described it, may prove yet difficult.
Well, all right. Since the twins are going to take
You guys don't have to move around the map in real time. At the end, when you can just describe what you're doing. And
Okay.
I'm getting as close as I can within reasonable distance. I want to get here, basically, and feeling
Okay.
every step on the way, making sure
I'm sorry, go ahead.
making sure to take into account what is happening whenever, like, I'm paying attention to the fact that I'm aware there's an entity probably inside of the, like, I want my perspective to be on my steps and on this area in particular. Like, I'm watching to see if anything happens, if that makes sense.
so, Akio,
But-
you want to be here as you're slowly, carefully approaching the edge of the pit?
That would be nice.
Where would everybody else be at about when Akio has gotten to about there?
I mean, I
think we'd all be following in our marching order, yeah?
basically
Yeah.
yes. I did want to like use my rangery ways with both my characters and see if they can, perceive anything going on around nearby. Like just trying to listen for any sort of sound of movement, because I know there might in caves, especially ones that have stalactites, because it usually implies there's some dripping going on. There's a lot of sound in these kind of caves, but I'm trying to see for anything that doesn't sound like it belongs.
Okay. Well, the sounds of the pit definitely don't sound like they belong.
Well,
Yeah, no, there's certainly dripping from the ceiling,
Okay.
but roll a perception check, please.
That's for both characters. They perceive almost the exact same.
Of course they do. You both notice on the ground in a couple of places where there is formations in the stone where what it appears that instead of water with sediment falling down and forming a stalagmite over time, it appears something else is falling to that point and burning away at it. There are these little organic looking pits in the stone face, as if they were dissolved into like little concave circles.
I forget who the person. Hang on, like the characters where they would be. Who is this person?
That's Sonata.
Shit. Whichever character this is, I'm just gonna say it's Reiko. Reiko taps Donata's shoulder and lets him know to like quietly it's ask him to pass the message on to Akio. We need to watch our step. We are both pretty sure that some of the things happening here are akin to acid. The pockmarks are kind of scattered, so that I can't really tell if there is a single source, but other than the giant pool of goblin goo. But just be aware. And then pass it along to Akio.
Yeah, pass it along.
All of you now informed of that. Rita, what is Kolvar doing?
Oh, he should be up there with people.
Oh, unless you wanted him to go separately and put his foot up and start being stealthy rogue.
Oh boy. Okay, he might stay back a little bit, but this place is also gross, so maybe not too far away. Doesn't really know what to expect. Well, there's some thunder out there. Oh my god.
Is he sneaking, or is he being? Or is he just
Yeah,
following
he
you?
will sneak. I haven't rogued in a long time, so yeah, sneak.
Okay,
Yeah.
just roll a stealth check and we'll be on our way.
Is that just a d20 plus whatever he's got? Okay, well, so that is a oh, well, it's a 30 total.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Kolvar is the very sneaky person. Once
Wow.
the Kolvar dims himself, forcing his internal glow to cease, and puts his hood over, he actually becomes quite the stealthy fellow. And yes, the rest of you, he's not hiding from you, so you can sort of still see him. But the cat-like way with which he suddenly begins to move, even at his great height, you'd think that he'd be quite difficult to spot by anyone he doesn't want to spot him. Akio, as you reach here,
I'm gonna fall in, aren't I? I'm gonna get
You-
aliened.
you and everyone in your party begins to hear a ringing sound, sort of like a tinnitus noise.
Like increasing pressure.
Yes, like a
Oh.
high-pitched, an extremely high-pitched tone, but it's not in your ears. It's
in
in
our
your
head.
mind.
Oh man.
I figured.
And as it begins to build up, you begin to hear something shouting at you or intoning at you. It gives you sort of like the same vibe as Agamentai, actually, as it begins to sort of very loudly drone at you in a language that you don't understand, except for the person that has tongues cast on him.
Accio.
Akio, two things. One, you know that you can hear this language still. You know this is not what, even though you don't know what, you don't speak either language, you know this is not what Cream was speaking to you. This is not Goblin. B, it's definitely not speaking like Cream was speaking or any Goblin that you've ever heard. Nescient savages in my domain. This is unacceptable. Of course, this is what happens when creations become too free-wheeling. This cannot be allowed to stand. You, cockroach, leave. This is not your concern. You can understand. You can. I can sense it in your mind. You can. Lead your other vermin out.
Well, I suppose you could make a fair point, but could I ask who I am speaking to before? So I could pay the proper respect?
Do you introduce yourselves to ants? Get out.
Well, unfortunately, Unfortunately, I can't do that, sir. I've come here with a reason. Hello?
The reasons of insects do not concern me. You are given one final command. Leave.
Prepare for combat, everybody.
All right.
Already
Um,
was, boss.
You turn around and say that, and you guys can't understand it, but it apparently can understand you. The ringing goes down to a low ebb. You can all still hear it in the back of your minds, but from the pool itself, great. You can see where the pool is sort of
God damn
welling
it.
together and pushing upwards from it into sort of great tentacular pseudopods as you all need to roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me look up my initiatives.
Your initiative is just your dexterity bonus. So
All right.
Let me just put this on a different window because this shit always drives me crazy. There we go. No.
There's Edric.
Why did I open up that fires? I'm an idiot. Like my pog.
I rolled bad both times.
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, I can top that.
I'll be right back.
I always forget the dice roll command. Can somebody help me?
slash R
R.
Right.
E20 plus whatever.
Right. That's for Kolvar, and then Sonata just gets a flat 20. It's a 4. Yeah, my dude. The big strong guy. Yeah.
Not very fast.
No.
Oh,
Slow
no.
and steady wins the race. Have you ever heard the tale, the tortoise and the hare?
It's not a story the Jedi will tell you.
The fuck is a Jedi, Edric?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes! Oh shit! You're good people.
Okay, so everyone is positioned as it.
Yes.
Okay, so a great viscous pseudopod is going to emerge out of the goo here, as well as here, as well as here, as well as here, as well as here, and as well as here.
Ah, that's good.
Okay.
It's all pseudopods.
Okay, so, oh, right, I have to add everybody manually. Whoops. All right, so that is Edric as a 17.05, Tonu has a 8.04. Reiko and or Inari has a 10.07. Inari and or Reiko has a 15.07. Akio is already on there. Kolvar has a 22.07. And Sonata has a 4.
Hell yeah. 4.
Okay. That means that Kolvar goes first. Kolvar, what would you like to do?
I'm looking at his stuff. He is currently stealthed?
He is currently stealthed.
Okay.
As far as he knows, he is not directly detected by the whatever this is.
He's only got a boring amount of speed, doesn't he? Ugh, people are so slow.
Not about my crew like that.
Sorry, it's just how it is.
Can't
Play a
help
monk.
being mortal.
You play a monk for so many years, and everything just slows down to molasses. Man. Okay, he's gonna. Oh, whoa, that's not the button I thought it was anymore. Which is the button? Oh, this. Yeah, Q. Let's go over there. Just gonna do some positioning. That's it, I guess, for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the thing is, Kolvar, there is no cover there,
Yeah.
Yeah?
and the room is brightly lit. So if you move to
Right.
there, um,
Where the
well,
hell can I go?
you're not sure how this thing sees, but you definitely know if it works like anything else, it will be able to see you.
Well, where the hell can I hide in a brightly lit cave anyway, then? Can I hide
Nowhere.
behind a friend?
Just as long as there's interposing.
Can I hide behind Accio?
Accio is fairly large.
Yeah.
You know what?
He does have a big cape you could hide behind.
Sure.
Yeah.
Between Accio and the rocks there, yes, you can move there and still be hidden.
Alright. I do so.
Okay.
You don't see me.
Feel free to take a. Feel free to sample my my cape alcohol while you're back there.
I'm not. No.
Oh, okay. You don't know what you're missing.
I think I might. Okay. It is now the pit's turn.
Oh.
I'm just going to subtly adjust some of these pseudopods. So these 5 pseudopods are going to each. You see Accio. You can only see one of them from here that are doing this thing. But from the sounds that you hear, this is happening multiple times. As you see something dark sort of rise up within the pseudopod, and then upon reaching the end, the pseudopod bends over towards the rock, and a sludge, sort of, a darker, thicker, more solid sludge, sort of blops out onto the rock and stands up.
Ah!
You think was perhaps a goblin or goblin adjacent, but it's half formed,
Ah,
grotesque, and
Ew.
ooze like itself.
It's undercooked.
And it drops there and stands up wobbly. Parts of it sort of still sloughing off, its bones pointing out in awful positions as it looks towards you and just starts screeching at you. And that's going to happen 5 more times.
I don't like that. I really don't like that.
And this one, however, is going to point at you. It's going to sort of. You also see something welling up within it, and it sort of just expands outward at the end, and just a big globule of acidic spray that spews out of it, spewing into the cave that you guys are in. I need each of you to make a reflex save.
And I sure hope that I don't wipe out here.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
You
What?
said all of us?
Mm-hmm.
My character sheet's gone. Okay. $28.
Good reflex save. Good
Thank
reflex
you.
saves.
Thank you.
Excuse me as I switch up the music to something more interesting.
Oh man, he's finally gonna play my favorite soundtrack. Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, damn.
Couldn't
the
think of a
Spider-Man,
word
the
to
Spider-Man
just-
2 pizza theme.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised he
Oh,
doesn't have
surprised.
a playlist saved for like, oh, this is for when Nuva has to lead a party and it's full of clown music. Stealth thinks I'm a clown.
The clown
I
playlist
don't think you're a clown.
That's good.
for now.
If you want me to play clown music, I will play it for you.
No.
Just play Send in the Clowns.
Oh.
Okay. Just need saves from Tono and Edric.
Hmm?
I need reflex saves from Tonu and Edric.
Okay, let's see here. Here's Tonu. And here's... Let me just... There it is. And here's Edric. Damn, not a good
Okay.
roll.
Ooh. Edric is taken by surprise on this one. As the great bluff of acid just spews out at you all.
Oh no, this is the thing. This is the thing I feared the most.
So those of you who made the saves take 30. Excuse me, who passed your saves take 15. Those of you who failed, which you don't know yet because I haven't told you. So Akio, Reiko, and Inari, and Kolvar, you each passed. However, Tonu, Edric, and Sonata unfortunately failed. So Tonu, Edric, and Sonata each take 30 damage, while the rest of you take 15, except for Kolvar, who has evasion and takes none.
Nice.
He hid so well, he hid from the area of attack.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me. Actually, Inari and Reiko also have evasion. So it's just Sonata took, unfortunately, 30 damage as well. Rita.
Oh, pardon? Sorry?
Sonata took 30 damage as well.
Yeah.
You do?
What? Pardon?
Did you take his life down?
Yes. Where should I be keeping track of that? I just have a note open.
Oh, well, you
There's
have
a
control of the
health bar
pog as the token as well, and as his
Of course it's on the token. Yes. My bad.
Okay.
He's being weird. Oh.
But with that pseudopod goes away. And it is now Edric's turn. Edric, what do you do?
Bemoan that the one thing I hope was fearful what happened to me. I'm now covered in burning slime, which sucks.
Burns a little.
Yep. Okay, but for now, let's see here. I guess I'll go this way. Or Let me think. Actually, just open up this quick. Okay. I'm gonna. Edric is gonna go around the pond for now, and he's gonna fire off a magic missile at this goblin here, the slime goblin.
All right, that creates 5 missiles. Do you
Yep.
want to hit them all at the goblin?
Yes.
I'll note, though, however, that Edric's sneak attack can apply to magic missile if he
can it?
does it sneakily.
I didn't know that. All right. So the question is, where can I sneak? Or would these guys still be flat-footed because I haven't had a turn yet? I don't know.
They have had a turn.
Okay. Alright. Edric is gonna try to sneak this away then. I guess I could only, let's see here. Does Edric have fast stealth?
Yes, and forgive me. Edric can change that spell from magic missile to burning ray.
Oh, okay. Scorching ray?
Scorching ray. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Got my wires crossed.
Ah.
I'll do it on the sheet also.
All
But
right.
yes, so yeah, Edric has those 3 scorching rays prepared, and he can apply sneak attack to them.
Alright.
Just so you know.
Yep. That's why I want this way instead, I guess, for now. Let's see here. And, resume with a speed of 30?
Yes.
Okay. And I want this way. 15. Alright, gonna sneak over to here. Plus. Alright.
Okay.
And,
Edric, you become very sneaky.
Alright. I don't know if I can shoot anybody from here.
From your current position,
So I don't really, since you don't have dynamic gliding, so I'm not sure what the positioning is.
it's true.
Yeah.
But from your position, yeah, it looks like you can't really draw a line from you without intersecting a wall to one of these tokens.
Okay.
I guess this one kind of does, but this turn can be set up.
Yep.
There's no harm in that.
Yep, I'll just hang out here for now.
Okay.
Let me see. I guess I could also eventually use I have persistent and shocking image here as well. Could I cast persistent image and make like a copy of myself somewhere to distract the goblins?
Where would you like to do that?
Uh. I guess I'll put it. I'm thinking. I'll put it right here.
Okay.
So yeah, cast persistent image and make a version of me just waving his arms and going, "Hey, over here."
Okay.
I presume these goblins aren't very smart. Because they're
Edric,
made
you
of
do
slime.
just that, and a you appears, waving his arms back and forth. And shouting at them. And the goblins all turn to look at this new Edric that is suddenly just in front of them. They're very stupid, perhaps, you think.
Yes.
All right. The left-facing sister is up. So, Jake, what do you do?
Yes. Okay, so the first one is up. She's gonna go there. I don't know which one she is. You guys can fill in the blanks in your head.
It's actually the left-facing sister that's up right now.
You fool.
Led with it.
Cool.
Okay.
And then she is going to attack as soon as I put this fiend bun down that Amy gave me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna fire at this gentleman here,
Mm-hmm.
and 123.
Hell yeah.
I'm sweet on the bread.
Yep, that hits.
Okay.
As if you needed me to tell you that a 39 hit. But yes, it hits. So, hey, and full damage. Yeah, you fire an arrow and it sinks deep into its goop as it just goes. And continues to begin to shamble towards you. Angrily.
That's my turn.
Oh.
It's way out.
Okay. Akio, is your turn. Akio, you still kind of hear that ringing in your head. And then, so when you hear a voice enter your mind again, you begin to wonder if this goo is planning on having a long, drawn-out conversation with you, even though it thinks that you're less than vermin. But rather, it's a different voice, you quickly realize. A voice that is somewhat familiar.
Hello, new phone. Who dis? So I'm kidding. I didn't say that.
Then you know.
Hello?
You're getting your message.
Ah.
Ah,
It's a
sorry.
secret message.
Okay, sorry. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it is currently my turn. Yes. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna just run over
Akio
Yeah.
rushes in.
and I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
Okay, swing your sword.
This is the oh. Please tell me I put down.
You don't know what the sword does yet, do you?
No,
Oh yeah.
but I feel like you gave me the roll for it, and I. Please tell me I wrote it down somewhere. 1 second.
I didn't, actually.
Oh, okay. Then I don't have a micro for it.
All right.
So
No,
you
I
can
know.
make-
Sal's does though.
Oh.
So that first attack does hit. And incidentally, the sword does do damage as a dueling sword.
Okay.
However, it also does an additional 5d6 fire damage.
Yo.
Mhm. 5d6. So let me roll that. I'm gonna have to put that as a micro.
You mean a
What?
macro?
What?
It's not a micro, man. It's a macro.
Shut up, economist. Did I say that word right? Economist? I feel like I said that word wrong.
I
and
don't know.
said
I
it
don't know
and
why. I don't know why you're saying economist.
Macroeconomic. I don't know.
All
Yeah,
right.
this
Yeah,
sucks.
you run up and just slice through this thing as the blade ignites with an extremely high heat. You can actually feel it on your face as you strike it through this horrible little proto goblin that is just sliced in half. Its bits glopping apart as it just splatters to the floor, destroyed and useless.
Hey, is my laughter coming through?
Damn.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, wait. There we go.
All right. The
That's
right.
turn off the Discord.
The right-facing sister turn is now. Jacob.
Which one is which? We may never know.
Well, no, it's still need Jake to respond.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Hello.
should have gave them different colored like elastics or something, Sal's.
Don't hate on them.
Sure,
This
that's
one
just coming up.
this one is going to cast Gravity Bow on themselves,
Okay.
and then is going to post up.
Okay. Move in a standard action. That is her entire turn. So the sisters stand side by side, apparently pointing arrows at each other.
Don't
That's how
move,
they
sucker.
fire so well. That's how they activate their mini shot. Is they fire the arrows at each other, and then the arrows collide in midair, and then proceed towards the intended target.
Of course.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
That's how it works.
All right. The horrible proto goblins are going to go. This one's going to go over here. This one's going to go over here, and this one is going to go over here. They're all going to go, and they'll start
Wish they
slapping
wouldn't.
at this. I'm sorry. Slapping at this. I'm making attack rolls for a image. They don't need to make attack rolls. They need to make will saves, which they're really good at, guys. Just so you know.
I
Like
bet.
Edric, you picked the wrong. You picked the wrong
oh no, I
thing to
messed,
specialize
I
in.
messed up.
You know,
Oh, no.
I'm saying that
Oh, no.
literally two of them just passed their will save.
How could you do this?
The will save on this image is 20. So that was unlikely, but hey, so these two goblins figure out that this is not real. They're passing right through it. This other goblin thinks it's just dodging very well, and it's just and it's still just slapping at it. However, these two goblins have stopped slapping at it and are now just sort of looking around confused. This goblin, however, is going to charge Akio.
Oh no.
Akio, what is your touch AC?
Nuva?
I muted myself thinking I was. My touch AC is 14, baby.
14. Okay, well,
Baby.
it is able to hit because it charged. So, Akio, you are dealt a total of 9 acid damage as it sort of slaps you.
Oh, don't do that. That's not what I like. I don't like acid
Why not?
because it's not beer.
Fair enough.
Okay. It is now Tono Ayaba's turn.
I wonder if I have a Oh well.
Tombstone, that's you.
Yes, that's me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. Does Tono have a 30-foot move speed?
He does.
All right. All right. Can I move to here?
You can.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna help out Akio.
You may.
All right.
Swing away, Tonu.
All right. Oh wait, what kind of action? Or no, I don't remember. No, challenge. Yeah, challenge. What kind of action is that?
Swift, I believe.
Oh, okay. And I can use it 5 times a day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess you know what? I'll use it against this goblin right now.
Okay, do it.
Yeah. I challenge him. I say, "Fuck you, goblin,"
The goblin doesn't quite know how to respond,
and then I slash him.
and you're not sure it can comprehend being challenged. However, you do slash down at it with your katana.
Hell
Or slash
yeah.
away.
I hope I don't miss after this big challenge.
You don't miss.
Hell yeah.
The goblin barely even tries to get out of the way as you slice down at it.
That was my secret. I fooled them with the challenge. Do I still get the challenge bonus damage even though this goblin is stupid?
Yes,
All right.
that's
yeah.
your benefit, not it. Not
All right.
its.
Cool. Well, I rolled bad, but I still got good damage.
Yes, and with the challenge, additional damage from the challenge, you actually do slice this goblin down. Drawing your katana in a quick X causes the viscous muscles and its disconnected bones and joints to just slough apart. And it collapses into mush that quickly just dissipates into the earth.
Nice.
Okay, and last we have Sonata. Yeah. Chair.
Well, I was looking at his abilities. Are they all full actions, or any of them not? Like, is there all standards?
Yeah, they're mostly standards.
Okay. Are any of them not standards?
Are
Are any of them passives? Like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Might of
really.
the Gods is technically a passive.
Might of the gods. Oh, Strength of the gods. Oh, okay. I see.
Yep.
That doesn't really help me in battle. I understand.
Yeah, it's more of a utility thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Strength Surge is a touch. Is a standard action.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of your things are standard actions.
Is Liberation a standard? Do I have to activate that?
No, that's you just choose to do that.
Oh. That's cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Is Freedom's Call a thing like I yell as a standard and then that happens?
Nope, that's a passive aura.
Okay, so there's quite a few passives.
Mhm.
I understand. Okay. Well, I'm once again quite far from the action. That's irritating to me.
Incidentally, I'm going to set
Yeah.
that one of your auras, that aura right now.
Yeah.
You can tell your friends what that does. Or you could wait until it actually
Yeah.
is important.
Yeah.
It's a big aura.
That should make, because it's a lot to remember. So when it comes up, I'll. What is a big aura? Wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna. Oh no, just that.
Make that a little paler.
Get there. Akio's a strength guy, right?
Akio is a strength guy,
He's
yes.
not a dex guy. That'd be crazy. All right, I'm
No.
gonna give him a friendly slap on the rump
Yep, right on the
and
ass.
say, "Go get him, champ!" And you that's for 1 round. But I mean, hey, you get a +1 to melee attacks, and combat maneuvers and strength stuff.
Not +1, it's plus half your level.
Did I say +1? I said +6, didn't I? No?
Nope, you said +1.
That's
Oh, weird.
plus
Well, it's
six
plus
to
6. I don't know why I said that. I was looking at the number when I said it, but yeah.
That's +6. That's +6 to my strength. Sorry.
To your melee attacks
Oh,
for
to
the
my
for the
melee
next
attacks.
round.
My strength modifier. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Also, I don't condone sexual harassment. So we'll be talking
Okay.
about this later at your human resources.
Okay. Yeah. It also adds it to
okay.
your combat maneuvers if you feel like you want to suplex this pseudopod, but I'm guessing you don't.
I am
Yeah.
not. I am not that bar.
Yeah. I guess that's what I do, and I just sort of have a cool passive, good aura, and that's it.
Okay. And now, Rita, you're right after each other.
Well, look at that. That's nice.
You're first
Okay.
and last.
Well, goodness.
Kolvar is technically still hidden.
I mean, there's just not really any way he's gonna do anything useful with that, though. Like, he has to step out into the open. He can't get behind these guys from where he's at, really. I don't think. Anyway, maybe. No, he'd have to step in the goo, and that seems bad.
Try
Yeah.
jumping over the goo.
Try jumping over the goo. Then he's too far away to do anything if he jumps over the goo, so. Shoot. He can't flank any of these slimes, 'cause it's all in the goo. He feels useless here. He's gonna creep over. Hide behind the big man. It's just nothing he can do that's useful.
Some days you just need to bide your time.
I guess so.
So, it is the pit's turn. This pseudopod is going to move over to here.
Oh no.
This pseudopod is going to move over to here. And these 3 pseudopods are going to each disgorge another goblin. No, that's a Kolvar. That's a Edric.
Oh, you copied an Edric. Okay, I didn't realize.
Yep,
They're copying me. They're copying the most handsome thing they can see. Now,
of course.
yeah, a true upgrade.
And it regenerates. Well, it can only regenerate up to this many, so. Well, actually, no, it could be. Okay. It'll regenerate that pseudopod over here. Okay, so these pseudopods are going to do their flail attacks at you. So I'm going to, I'll just go down the line. Kolvar, this pseudopod, were you still stealthing?
I think he was.
Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah.
Okay, just roll stealth again.
Oh, yeah. Stealth. Plus,
A lot.
what is it?
Okay, so you know what?
Like-
In the din of battle, that pseudopod it's not going to be aware of you. So that pseudopod is instead going to strike at Sonata. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Sonata's touch AC is 10, I think, right? So I don't think you can miss.
Yeah.
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 All right. So that one hits. That one hits, and one is going to attack Akio.
It's got no AC, this guy. Holy.
Hey, it's Miyakio being hit by some scuttlefish thing. I'm not a fan of it.
Okay. So, unfortunately, Sonata, you are attacked by a pair of pseudopods, and in being forced to dash out of the way or knock them away with your Tetsubo, you take 19 strain. While Akio, another one pseudopod hits you, or strikes at you, and you take 13 strain.
Ow, that hurts.
So 19 damage to Sonata.
Why are you by yourself? What made you think this? Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Because rogues operate well from a flanking position. Not everyone has to be stacked up on top of each other.
It's true.
I just don't want to lose any of my crew.
We will wipe your entire crew.
Oh, I forgot. You need to calculate CMD and CMB. That I needed to do that. Fortunately, I can do that quickly in my head. So, Akio, tell me what your CMD is. And,
Give me one moment, boss.
Sonata.
Yeah, it's fucking 33.
33.
Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, Sonata's is 26 off the top of my head. So, okay. Okay. So, Akio, the pseudopod that smashed at you at first attempts to grapple you as well, but fails to. Sonata, the first one that attempts to grapple you fails, but the second one succeeds. So you're now grappled by a pseudopod, specifically this one. I will mark it with red. And you with red as well. Right. Sonata is now grappled. And it is now Edric's turn.
All right. Let's see here. Edric is going to.
Sorry. Freedom. The aura prevents grapples.
Nice.
So.
I don't think it works. The aura works on your allies, but not you.
But not me.
No,
All right.
That's why you have the other thing.
Oh. Does that? Can I not be grappled then?
On your turn, you'd have to activate it, and then you'd be able to move
okay.
normally.
Okay.
All right. Edric is going to try to stealthily sneak over to here quick if he can.
Mm-hmm. Roll stealth, please.
think I rolled the right one. Yes, I did. Damn, I rolled well. That's 30, still pretty good. I hope.
Yes. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You appear to be sneaking around.
All right. And let's see here. And I should be able to target the pseudopod, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fire off Scorching Ray at one of them because they're just gonna keep making more goblins. So.
Okay. You cast Scorching Ray, and 2 rays shoot out of your hands. Do you want to focus them both on one thing, or do you want to shoot them at 2 different things?
I'll both on this thing, the pseudopod.
Okay, fire away.
And it's let's see here. What's my roll for this? Was it be
It'd
plus
be-
14?
Yes, it should be.
Plus 14
about-
then 9?
Actually, excuse me. It's actually plus 12.
Plus 12? Okay. And then, yeah, 7 for the second one. Yeah?
No, they both at your.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't take multiple attack.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. They're both at your high space attack bonus or spell attack bonus. Almost a crit.
Nice.
And the second one? Far less,
hit?
but fortunately these things have very low touch ACs.
Nice.
So those both do hit. So
How
4d6 plus your sneak
46.
attack, which is 5d6. So a total of
Yes.
9d6 fire damage twice for 18d6 fire damage at that pseudopod.
Hell yeah. And, oh, wait. Plus. Alright, there's the first one and then the second one. Nice.
Okay, total of 50 damage. So yeah, the 2 scorching rays fire out of your hands, swirling around each other in a sort of helix before penetrating deep into the pseudopods, the sort of base of the pseudopod just above the ooze, where it just sort of expands outward and explodes into a flaming sphere of like rapidly vaporizing and disintegrating ooze matter.
Nice.
The ooze sort of wobbles around, screeching a little. So this is gone now.
Hell yeah.
Okay. One sister. Sister facing left, Jake.
I'm so sorry. What? My turn, right?
Yes, one of your turns. The sister facing
Okay.
left is going now.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm tired. Okay. So I guess for right now, yeah, she's gonna gravity bow too, and then she's gonna kind of move over here so they're not right next to each other.
Okay. So, since I'm marking grappled in red, let me actually change the color of gravity bow to purple, the well-known color of gravity.
Yes.
So they both gravity bowed. And it is now Akio's turn.
How dare you grab my friend, but also be made of flesh that I want to burn? What's that
What?
this one?
What?
Sorry. Sorry. Let me summarize what I was trying to say, but in much more simpler format. You grab friend, me hit you.
Nice.
This one, which I assume is in reach.
Why would you assume that?
Is it not in reach?
You can see it's not in reach. You have to take a
you
5-foot step
you gotta 5
towards
foot
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
I 5-step forward.
Nice.
Okay.
Now I hit it.
Okay.
That reminds me. It's for. I'll ask afterwards. Is the 5d6 per hit or is it overall?
It is per hit.
Awesome.
Okay. Those all hit that. You can
Awesome.
roll 15d6.
Awesome.
You slice into that pseudopod repeatedly, causing it to ripple and burn. Eventually, enough of it just burns away. The acid actually quite affected by the fire, as the ooze just sort of disintegrates into gas that just disappears.
Oh, so this is what Kasumi feels like. Oh, okay. I didn't get any response from Jake.
Nope.
Oh, fuck you too for sandbagging. Fuck you.
What?
Never mind. I am the turret.
All right. The
I'm
right,
so confused.
yeah, me too. The right-facing
Oh,
sister.
because Kasumi usually hits for big damage.
That's pretty good damage. I mean, good job.
A lot of
Thank you.
6s in that
Yeah.
barrage.
Okay. So right-facing sister is now going to take a full round attack. I've never used rabbit shots. Let me see. Okay, make you full attack when you fire one additional time at your highest bonus. All of your attack rolls take a -2 when using rapid shot. Okay.
I actually broke it down for you on the little sheet.
Oh, I see that, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna. There's the first 2 rolls.
That hits.
Eh.
That hits. Who you were shooting at anyway?
The pseudopod.
The closest one?
Yeah.
That hits.
Nice.
And that misses.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3 hits, and the first shot counts as
Ghost.
as 2. So let's see. That's 4 total. That's 8d6 plus. It's just on the first hit with many shot. Do I count strength twice or once?
Twice, it's 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. The pseudopod is riddled with arrows. And they're until like the arrows that are flying through it before dissolving themselves are like tearing chunks out of it. And by the end of the salvo, the pseudopod is very much diminished, like large holes appearing in it. But it is still well, pseudopoding there. Right. Angry proto-goblins are going to... That one's going to move to there. This one just saw Edric murder its...
How can he see
the
me?
pseudopod.
No.
Because you just cast a spell. I'm afraid that breaks stealth. These two also are aware of Edric being unreal and are going to move into
Hey,
position.
That provokes
You get
AO,
attacks of
doesn't it?
opportunity. Yes,
Nice.
and by the way, you do have combat reflexes,
Nice.
so
Hell yeah.
stab away.
All right. Here's my first rapier stab. Kablam. Nice.
Edits.
All right. Let's. I forgot to look at the damage. My thing keeps getting away from me. Okay, there we go. 1d6 plus 9. All right.
Right,
Nice.
that's 11 damage there.
Respectable. Nice.
That hit as well. And 10 damage there. All right. You do strike at them, but they're made of somewhat sterner stuff than that.
Yes.
And they do keep going, and the 3 of them are able to try and strike at you. what is your touch? Your touch AC should be. Oh wait, mage armor is a force
Yes.
ability, so
So
that
that
should
applies to
apply.
my touch AC. Yes.
Right. So your touch AC is just your AC.
Nice.
What is your AC?
26.
All right. That misses. That definitely misses. And that
Hey,
misses.
nice.
Yeah, they all tried to swing at you with their awful goblin-y stuff, but they fail. You're able to dodge out of the way. This one is going to get into a flanking position on Fake Edric, and this one is going to move to here. And they are both going to keep attacking Fake Edric. That one, however, will succeed. The new one succeeds its save, and this one doesn't. So this one remains convinced that this is the real Edric. This one, however, has knows. This one saw you shoot the spell, so it doesn't care that whether or not what fake Edric is doing. It's trying to kill you. This one specifically. And now it is Tonu Ayaba's turn. What does Tonu do?
He's going to. Let's see here. This goblin came for me.
Yes.
Did he actually try to attack me? I don't remember.
Oh, right. I forgot to do the attack.
Yeah.
Tonu
yeah,
Ayaba's touch AC is below a 26.
Yeah, that hits my regular AC even. So.
As Tonu takes 7 acid damage.
Ow. Alright. Alright, since I don't need to move, Tono's gonna do a full attack on this goblin.
Okay.
Or start one anyway. Let's see here. How's oh, nope, that definitely doesn't hit.
Nope.
Nope. Alright.
That does.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's 12. Alright. Not my best roll.
It remains standing as you give it one good slice, but not good enough.
And, oh wait, that's the wrong. Though I guess you can use the. No, you can't use the same one. Okay, 1 second. The d20 plus 11, not 1d8 plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Right.
how's the 17 do?
17 actually does hit. These things are not
Nice.
difficult to hit.
All right.
And which means it dies.
Hey, nice.
As you slice it apart.
Wow.
And now
Stay
it is
back,
Sonata's
foul
turn.
beast.
Sonata, you are no longer grappled because Akio murdered the thing that was grappling you. Not that it was going to bother you too much anyway.
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
Run
So,
safe.
Sonata, what do you do?
Jeez, Roll20 is being really weird. Little zoom in bar just became not a bar. Okay, there. I'm gonna hit a thing, I guess. Let's look. Double check. Yeah. I'm gonna hit a thing. Yes, okay. I'm gonna hit this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Hit it.
Or maybe I shouldn't leave Sneaky Buddy all by himself. He could keep hiding behind me, and I could be here and hit this one.
You could.
Yeah.
That's the one that is has chunks taken out of it due to Reiko's attack.
Let's finish this bad boy off then. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack. It's 2 attacks, it looks like. That's the first one to hit. I rolled
Uh,
a 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's
Okay.
at this point so diminished that and wobbly enough that it actually wobbles out of the way out of the swing of your Tetsubo.
Okay, well, maybe the second one will do better on the roll. How about that?
Strictly speaking, it did, and that does hit.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah. I forget how much damage the Tetsubo does, but I think it's enough to kill it regardless. But please roll damage, as it's fun to do.
I will do so.
It's not every party where the cleric is the strongest party member.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, but it's
So?
plus 12.
Is that enough?
It is, as
Good.
as Sonata just clubs the thing at a weak point, and it just splits off and flops over, splattering everywhere, and dying.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, no problem. Guess, I don't know. Is that all I could do? Maybe. Kinda.
I do like Greaser Sonata, by the way.
Yeah. Alright. I guess
Hell
that's
yeah.
it.
Okay.
Can you I don't remember how movement works in Pathfinder. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. He moved and then he attacked. Can he move the rest of his move?
No, you took a 5-foot step. So that is your movement for the turn. Because it's like a combat step.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, 5e is a lot easier, isn't it?
I've been playing it more often now, so everything's getting mixed up. Every time I play 5e, I'm like thinking of the skill names from Pathfinder, and now it's
Yeah, I
going the other way.
know. You know, every time I think about if I manage to DM another campaign with you guys, which I'd like to, but
Yes.
whether or not I'm playing in PF2 or in D&D 5e is always like a
5e,
back and
5e,
forth
No,
with my
Pathfinder
head.
2.
5e, 5e. There's so many new subclasses. It's great.
I hate 5e.
So much
Neil.
flavor.
Try to win me over here. You can have your war over
Kolvar,
that
it's your
later.
turn.
Oh yeah, I'm this guy. Can Kolvar? Does the goo look? The goo's not great to put your feet in, is it? It's bad.
It looks pretty deep. Over in this little part of it,
Oh,
it might be a
also-
little bit more shallow. But yeah, it's all just like the stuff the pseudopods are doing acid damage, and it's made out of the same exact
Yes,
stuff.
it will
that makes
likely
sense.
melt your legs.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's just a
I
shame
will,
that he
I will
can't
note
get into
that
any.
being
yeah.
fully submerged in acid is actually in the rules, and that does 20d6 acid damage per turn.
I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, that's a good
Damn
thing to
shame
know.
it's not slurred. And it could be
Uh,
drinkable.
Yeah.
Right at source. That's its most fresh.
No, I don't think so.
I
So-
could hang out with Slurms Mackenzie. Sorry.
It's just a shame that he can't get into flanking, but I guess he can. He could just come and slice at the thing with a sword, I guess.
You can do that.
Because otherwise, he's just going to be hanging back, not doing anything helpful. So that's no good. He might as well help. He sees the options laid before him and shrugs and comes over and out of stealth. He just stands up from crouching. He's like, "All right, I guess I'll." And hit a thing with the sword, which is a. Oh my god, he hits so many times. What?
When he makes a full attack, yes.
Oh, that's the full attack. Then he hits just the one time? No, he's got two. He's got two short swords. How does that work? Can he hit twice or just the once?
It'd be just the once, right?
That's so strange. Okay.
Unfortunately, actually, that does miss. As the pseudopod is able to dodge out of the way of his strike.
Well,
As Kolvar has entered the combat, and his blades are heating up, literally, because an Ifrit ability is to cause their metal weaponry to deal an extra point of fire damage.
He just shrugs again.
About how you were expecting the day to go, Kolar.
Yeah. Sometimes it be like that.
It do. Well, it is the pit's turn. It will regenerate. Only one pseudopod, which it will place right. You know, it's pretty content with making goblins right now, so it's actually going to place a pseudopod over here. This pseudopod is going to spit out an additional goblin. Actually, this pseudopod is going to move over to here. And spit out a goblin.
Ah.
Place it there. This pseudopod is going to stretch out, and it's had enough of this goblin's shenanigans, not being able to figure out that this is not actually Edric, and it's going to grab the top of it. Just grabs the goblin by its malformed head, and the goblin just gets sucked up into the pseudopod and just goes.
Damn.
You can just see the goblin falling apart and returning to its own, returning into the goop of the actual pool. So this goblin is gone, and this gets health back.
Jesse Pinkman, no.jpg.
I named that goblin.
This pseudopod is also going to spit out a goblin. And this pseudopod is, you know what? You all are pretty scary, so it's actually going to withdraw a little. And it's also going to spit out a goblin. Oops. All right. So you now have some more goblins to deal with. And it is now Edric's turn.
All right, Edric's gonna start his turn off by using his one cast of Wreath of Blades.
Okay.
I guess I have to cast defensively, which hopefully won't be too much problem for. What do I roll for that again?
Plus 15.
All right. Please don't be a 1. Thank God.
Well, yes. All right. Good for Edric. Casting defensively is able to cast a spell and gets a nifty, fancy, nice. As Edric pulls out 4 mithril daggers and holds them up in both fingers, he flings them up, and they begin flying around him and stabbing out at his foes.
Yes.
There you go.
Hell yeah. All right. And I'm guessing that was standard action and I won't move because I want to actually get these guys hit once they start their turn in this Breathe of Blades. So I can't do anything else, I don't think. So yeah, that's my turn.
Okie dokie. And actually, Jake's distracted. He has 2 of the 3 next turns, and there's only 10 minutes left anyway, so I think we'll call it there.
All right.
Oh, all right.
And yeah, we will pick up next week with the climactic and thrilling conclusion of your battle against the Goblin Pit.
The Goblin Pit must fall.
All right. I hope you're enjoying this this silly interlude with Akio's friends and Akio himself.
I am having fun. I'm happy that I get to do this. This is really cool.
I'm really enjoying watching you play these NPCs. You know, stepping out of the comfort areas you guys have been since the beginning of the campaign. It's interesting, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well. And I'll see y'all next week.
All right.
Indeed.
And Rita, I think I will in fact add a few spells over onto Sonata's.
Oh god,
Yes, he'll,
okay.
he'll have spells next week. Oh, so
Alright.
he remembers he
Oh,
prepared
boy.
spells. He's
Kolvar
too
might
much of a
have
beast.
a ranged attack as well.